Hi, it's Gaia here at Wild Spirit Retreat in Durango, Colorado, and it's Earth Day 2020. I wanted to shoot this outside, but it's just too darn windy. Anyhow, what I wanted to do today was talk a little bit about breathing. We're still struggling with this awful, life threatening pandemic, and I pray that you're taking all the precautions you need to, washing your hands, wearing a mask, social distancing, and that you escape the ravages of this horrible virus. It's going to take a marathon effort by all of us to continue with these precautions for the long haul. Can we find refuge and a sense of peace, inner peace, with these drastic changes to our normal routine, with all the turbulence and fear in our outer world that creeps into our mind and bodies? It's a skill we all have to learn to be resilient and to keep our immunity strong. As a mind-body health nurse, breathwork, and shamanic facilitator, I thought it would be fitting to do a breathing meditation on Earth Day. Deep breathing, we know it controls worry, it controls anxiety, it reduces all of that. When we're stressed and we're anxious, our breathing becomes restricted, it becomes shallow, and even faster. And that means less oxygen coming in, and less oxygen means increases our anxiety. So that's a bad loop to get stuck in, but if we pause to do some deep breathing, we can reset the whole system and get out of that awful loop. My native teacher would say that the first sign of a spiritual warrior is a sense of gratitude. We are all spiritual warriors now as we're battling this unseen enemy that has taken our routines, our livelihood, and sometimes our lives. I especially practice that when I'm distressed, when I'm down and discouraged, and I have started my day now with a gratitude walk through my garden. So as I guide you in this shamanic journey of gratitude and appreciation, think about all the green living things that gift us with oxygen. Without trees, life would end on our planet. They supply 30% of our oxygen, and the ocean algae the other 70%. And the miracle is that the carbon dioxide that we exhale that is no longer useful to us, they absorb it. Did you know that it takes 10 trees to absorb your carbon dioxide emissions just from breathing? So we have this wonderful symbiotic relationship with trees and with the ocean with every breath we take. One of my favorite childhood memories growing up in Jersey was climbing the apple trees behind my Aunt Joan's house. It was a great little climbing tree for a young girl, and especially when the apples were ripe and I would climb up there and shake those branches and the apples would be falling on my sister and my cousin, which I'm sure they didn't like. But maybe you have a special memory about trees. So as we start this imagery journey, the most important thing I'd like you to remember is to allow yourself to go where spirit guides you and leads you. Even if that means my voice fades and you start to go someplace other than where I'm suggesting. Listen to your spirit and how it wishes to guide you. So I'm going to turn the computer camera around so that you can see the trees outside my window during this, and you can focus on the trees or you can focus on your own imagery journey. We're going to start first though with burning some sage, and try not to set the house on fire. So if you'd like to close your eyes, you may do that. And I'm going to do the rattle. singing bowl before I start drumming. So allow yourself to relax. I hope you're in a comfortable chair or lying down. And with these first 3 breaths, as I start to drum, I'd like you to imagine that you're walking outside in a beautiful country place, down a path, and as you're walking down this path, up ahead you see a bridge. Come to that bridge and you begin to walk over it and pause in the middle and watch the water passing under that bridge, a rushing stream. See the way the sun sparkles on the water. Hear the sound of that water as it's rushing under the bridge. Continue over that bridge, and on the other side of that bridge is a gate. Go through that gate and continue down the path. Breathing in through your nose. Nice deep inhales. A nice relaxed exhale as you're walking. Look up and notice the color of the sky. What shade of blue it is, or gray. Notice the clouds, the shape of the clouds. And ahead of you, you see trees, many trees. And just notice if they're evergreens or deciduous. And go to one of them that's inviting you, that seems to be inviting you. Perhaps it's a good climbing tree. Or maybe you can just sit at its base and relax. If you can climb the tree, allow yourself to do that. And then get comfortable on a branch or at the base of that tree. And notice the shade of green. Is it an early spring apple green? Or a deep summer green? And as you relax and enjoy being near this tree, take another 3 breaths, nice deep breaths. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling in a very relaxed way. And as you do that, you become more deeply aware of this exchange that you're having with the tree. It is giving you oxygen, and it is taking from you your carbon dioxide. So just take a few breaths and just enjoy that exchange between you and the tree. And as you sit there, up in the midst of the tree or at the base, notice the blue sky and the bright sun shining through it. Let yourself feel the warmth of the sun on your face. And imagine that golden, dazzling, dancing energy of the sun pouring into you with each breath, deep into your body, through your breath, and through the top of your head. And as it pours through into you, it radiates through your whole body, creating a cocoon, a corona shield around every cell, muscle, bone, and organ. And that shield of golden, dazzling light repels anything that is threatening to you. It protects you, keeping your body, your mind, and your heart safe. So imagine that shield of golden, dazzling light surrounding your cells and your body and your organs. Really allow yourself to see that. Breathing it in, breathing out anxiety, fear, anger, all thoughts and emotions. So the only thing you are aware of is that shield of energy from the sun, protecting you. And now, filled with that golden light, notice if there's any birds in your tree. Any birds flying overhead. Any animals on the ground. Among the rocks, perhaps a chipmunk scurrying about. And all of them are exchanging breath with the trees. With the next 3 breaths, let your imagination move to the ocean and all the algae in the ocean giving us so much oxygen. Perhaps you see the sun dancing on the surface of the water. And you notice the fish and the whales and all the marine mammals that are also exchanging breath with all those green little plants in the sea. Breathe with them. And see how that golden light sparkles and dances on the surface of the sea. And say a little thank you to the sun and all those green things in the sea. Come back now if you can, if you'd like, to your tree once more. And take 3 deep breaths in through your nose. Relaxed exhale through your mouth. Feel how much more relaxed you are. And thank your tree as you get up or climb down out of it and begin to walk down the path through the gate and over that bridge. Allow yourself to come back and be present in the room where you are. You have just been on a gentle shamanic journey, allowing your imagination to transport you to the wider world of nature, to have a deeper connection to that wider sense of spirit that resides in all life. If you would like more information on individual sessions of breathwork or shamanic journeying, please see my website, www.mindbodyhealthnurse.com, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you, and have a happy Earth Day.